Here we have it. By very, very popular demand, the BA Falcon. Now an absolute staple of the Aussie car lineup, and they're often found outside your local bottle-o or burnt out in an industrial estate. In 1997, Holden released its successor to the VS Commodore, the VT. The VT sold so good after its launch that it drastically overshadowed Ford's offering, the now infamous AU Falcon. The dated styling and looks only a mother can love left it clouded in a massive single peg of smoke from the Holden offering. The designers ditched the blobfish-like styling and opted for a far more modern and aggressive look. They flattened the roof and even raised the bonnet slightly before looking over the Europeans and taking some inspiration from the Audi A6. Work wasn't over yet, as this thing still didn't even have an engine. Some call it God's motor, the Aussie 2JZ, or even the LS Killer. It's the 4-litre tyre eater, the Ford Barra. As a Holden bloke, it pains me to say, but this is actually the best motor ever made in this great nation. This mighty inline 6 has been swapped into anything with wheels, and even some boats. It's ridiculously capable of putting down some vicious power within a relatively restrictive budget. The amount of aftermarket support for these things is ridiculous, making just about anything possible without needing to crack open the engine. One of the most popular mods at the moment is the NA plus T conversion, so good luck finding any P-plater that reckons they're not going to turbo it at some point.
Is the car turbocharged? No. A couple of things make me think that it is turbocharged. Boost gauge.
Oh, that's just different display.
And the intercooler.
That's on the intercooler for the aircon. What's down there? What?
Turbo.
What?
Turbo.
What we have here is obviously a wagon, so you have plenty of space in the back for spare tyres, spare engines, or really whatever you please. The important distinction to make about the wagons is actually the axle configuration at the back. These beasts came with the same live axle as the AU Falcon, making them prime for some pretty lively activities. It's not just the wagons that get up to this sort of mischief, however. The BA is now the token cheap skid car of Australia. The big power, paired with a stud pattern that's the same as most trailers, means that people get up to some pretty nefarious activities. In a similar light to the Commodores, do make sure to check if they have been skidded, unless that doesn't bother you for reasons. This is a bigger car, so just like any other Commodore or Falcon, you do get quite a roomy interior. The electronics in this car do seem to make it feel more dated, and this ugly greenish tan tinge really isn't pleasant on the eyeballs. Like we've come to expect, the back seat has plenty of room for activities and their repercussions. Beasts do still have pretty big motors, so expect a big fuel cost if you like to drive with a firm right foot. And if you're out skidding it, you got to factor in the cost of tyres as well. These cars are still pretty cheap, and they're just at the bottom of that depreciation bell curve. So if you do want one, it's good to get in now while they're still not that expensive and still kind of fresh. So on a side note, we are still looking for cars to feature on the channel, so if you're interested, chuck us through a DM on Instagram and we'll get back to you.